So you do everything right. You get your 7, maybe even 8 hours of sleep, but you wake up and you feel completely exhausted. Sound familiar? Well, let's talk about why that's happening.
Oh, it's such a frustrating feeling, isn't it? You know the one, where your eyes feel heavy, your mind is just foggy, and your body feels like it never got the memo to actually reboot. You did the right thing. You went to bed on time, but somehow you're still paying for it the next morning.
All right, the very first thing you need to hear is this. It's not you. Seriously, this feeling is so common. It's not a personal failure. You're not lazy. You're not broken. There is a real scientific reason behind all this exhaustion.
See, here's the thing we get wrong. Sleep isn't just a numbers game. It's not about the hours. It's all about quality. And that quality, well, it comes down to 3 things that most of us completely overlook. What's going on in our mind, the signals our environment is sending us, and the habits we have all day long.
Okay, so first up, let's tackle the first piece of this puzzle, your mind. Because here's a wild thought. It is absolutely possible for your mind to be running on empty even when your body has been lying in bed, resting for a full 8 hours.
I mean, just think about what your brain deals with all day long. It's this nonstop flood of notifications, problems you gotta solve, messages you need to answer, background noise, conversations, and just a million tiny decisions. It never, ever gets a real break.
So what happens when your head finally hits that pillow? Your mind doesn't just shut off. No way. It's actually just starting its night shift. It's got to start processing all that stuff, the info, the emotions, the thoughts you never finished from the day.
And then it starts sorting. Your brain literally has to sift through everything like a filing clerk, deciding, okay, this is important, this memory we keep, this we can toss. It is an incredibly active, energy-sucking job.
And finally, it's filtering, basically cleaning house. So, while your body is lying there perfectly still, your brain is running an absolute marathon. And that is why you can wake up feeling physically okay, but mentally just drained, like your brain's battery is stuck at 10%.
And this gets to a really crucial difference between what we can call collapse sleep and actual restorative sleep. You know, collapsing into bed out of pure exhaustion, mind still buzzing, that isn't rest, it's a crash. Real, restorative sleep, that only happens when you give your brain a chance to wind down before your head ever hits the pillow.
I absolutely love this analogy. Think about it. Late-night caffeine, scrolling on your phone in bed, taking all your stress with you to sleep, all of that stuff basically turns your brain's high-speed charger into one of those weak, slow, flimsy ones. You're plugged in for a full 8 hours, but you're only getting a tiny fraction of the juice you actually need. All right, so let's move on to the second big reason this happens. Our environment, and how, get this, it can totally break our body's internal clock.
So your body has this amazing internal clock, right? It's called your circadian rhythm, and it's set by one main thing, sunlight. It's super simple, really. Morning light tells your brain, hey, time to wake up, and releases cortisol to make you alert. Then darkness at night tells it, okay, time to wind down, and it releases melatonin to make you sleepy. Simple, but so powerful.
But now look at how we live. We wake up in pitch-black rooms, we spend all day indoors, and then we blast our eyes with bright screens right before trying to sleep. We're sending our brains the most confusing signals imaginable. We're blocking the sleepy hormone when we need it most and not getting that wake-up kick in the morning. Honestly, this one thing alone can make 8 hours of sleep feel completely worthless.
And that leads us perfectly into our third and final culprit, our daily routines. The things we do every single day that we think are totally harmless, but are actually stealing our energy right out from under us.
Because here's the kicker. Your energy drain doesn't just start at 10 p.m. Nope, it's an all-day affair. It kicks off the second you wake up. It keeps going when you power through the afternoon with no breaks, and it culminates in that late-night blue light binge. Let's talk about that phone shock in the morning. You know what I'm talking about. Grabbing your phone is the very first thing you do. That literally jolts your brain awake. Your stress hormone, cortisol, just spikes, and bam, your mind is in reactive mode, putting out fires from emails and notifications before you're even standing up. You're starting the day already behind, already tired. And then there's the flip side, the evening.
If your nights are full of bright screens, heavy meals right before bed, or just letting your mind endlessly worry about tomorrow, you're basically flooring the gas pedal when your brain is trying to hit the brakes. And what happens? That deep, restorative sleep you need turns into shallow, choppy, useless sleep.
Okay, so that's all the bad news. We've laid out all the problems. But here's the really good news. The fix is surprisingly simple. This isn't about some complicated biohacking routine. It's about a few simple, back-to-basics changes. So here it is, the 3-step fix. Step 1, you're going to reset your body's clock with morning sunlight. Step 2, you're going to calm your mind by cutting down on stimulation at night. And Step 3, you're going to recharge your brain by actually giving it breaks during the day.
And just look at how simple this stuff is. We're talking about stepping outside for literally 10 minutes after you wake up, dimming your lights and putting down the phone an hour before bed, taking a few tiny breaks during the day to just, stare out a window. These small things, they send powerful, game-changing signals to your brain.
So really, the big takeaway here is this. If you are always tired, it does not mean you are broken. It just means that your modern habits and your environment are totally out of sync with your basic biology. That's it.
Look, your body is trying its best to follow a natural rhythm. All you have to do is give it the right signals. So fix your signals. Reclaim your energy. If you can do that, you will finally get your energy back, and waking up in the morning it'll actually feel like waking up.